For the last few years, globe propagandists have been sharing pictures like these, showing what appears as though Mount Rainier is casting a shadow upwards onto the clouds above the mountain, supposedly proving the Earth is a globe, since the sun seems to be at a lower physical angle than the mountain. Here's a simple diagram illustrating the globe claim. The sun is at the bottom left corner. The mountain, on top of the ball Earth, is casting a shadow upwards onto the bottom of the cloud. If we compare my diagram to an actual photo of Mount Rainier, the globe claim seems plausible, but the claim is entirely false, and instead proves the Earth is flat. Here is a globe supporting article that makes the same false claim, and you can find similar arguments on anti-flat Earth websites like this one. Now, the YouTube channel P-Brain absolutely destroyed this juvenile globe argument with actual time-lapse videos filmed from the tops of mountains. I'll have a link to P-Brain's videos on the subject in the description. In short, based on actual time-lapse footage filmed from the tops of mountains, mountains always cast a shadow downwards onto the clouds. There is no upward shadow time-lapse filmed from the top of a mountain. But when the mountain shadow is filmed from below, it appears as though the shadow is pointed upwards based only on perspective. P-Brain has a great little diagram at the bottom of the screen showing how the mountain shadow is casting a downward shadow onto the lower clouds, which is supported by the actual video footage. But when someone films this from a lower vantage point, perspective creates the illusion that the shadow is pointed upwards, when in fact that the shadow is pointed downwards. We know the globe claim is false since there is no time lapse of a mountain's shadow being cast upwards towards the clouds, filmed from an observer on top of a mountain. But what I think is important is the fact that because there is never an upward shadow filmed from an observation point on top of a mountain, the globe has to be false. These time-lapse videos prove the Earth is flat. But something else has been overlooked in this debate. Let's get back to my diagram. Let's take away the mountain and lower our shadow. Do you see the problem of the globe? There should be a massive Earth bulge casting an upward shadow onto the clouds. In fact, if the globe were real, we'd see this upward curved shadow cast on the clouds on a frequent basis looking something like this. Have you ever seen an Earth bulge shadow on the bottoms of the clouds above you moving rapidly across the sky? I certainly haven't. If the globe propagandists were correct, and Mount Rainier did cast this supposed upward shadow as the globe would require, then the physical Earth bulge itself would cast the same type of shadow. There is no Earth curve shadow, and that's a big problem for the globe.